Hey crafters, welcome back to my channel Because I'm Crafty. My name's Katelyn, and today I just wanted to show you guys some of the projects that I have planned. And I'm not going to call it a monthly plans video like May makes June plans or anything like that, because I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to get these done because of my work schedule. So these are just things I have in mind that are kind of on my to-do list next. But I just thought I would share them with you anyways. One of them is an upcoming sewing challenge that will be ending in June, so I wanted to mention that because it's got a really good theme this year, I think, so wanted to share that. So let's get into it. So let's just talk about the sewing challenge one first. We might as well. And I'm just looking at my notepad here just to make sure I don't get anything wrong. Last year, I can't remember if I participated in it. I don't think I was able to, but this year I'm definitely going to. It is the hashtag Sew Together for Summer. It's put on by @SewingInSpain, by Susie on Instagram, Monica at Rococo Sienna, and Sarah from Sew Sarah Smith. Those are all their Instagram handles, and I'll try to leave their links down below. And basically it's just everyone is sewing kind of the same-ish project for summer, and this year's theme is jumpsuits, so you can do whatever kind of jumpsuit you want, and I think I picked a really cool one. It's going to be interesting. I will admit it could be a disastrous look maybe, or I think it's going to look really cool, so who knows. I don't know. I went a little like on the edge this year. They have a bunch of pictures and stuff on their Instagram for recommendations for patterns and all that kind of stuff, so please do check them out because they have a bunch of ideas and all that kind of stuff. But for mine, I went vintage. I went vintage with my pattern, and I've had this for a long time. I can't remember where I got it, but there's something about the imagery on here that I need to make it, and I think it's a really weird shape. It's put together slightly weird, and they've styled it specifically with a belt, which is interesting because that's not part of the pattern at all. But I'll come around and show you. So it is Vogue 8773. Sorry for the writing on the front, that's just how it came. If you can see kind of the style lines, I know it's got a little rip here. But I'm thinking, as much as I love the collars and stuff on those ones, it is sewing for summer. So I'm thinking the black version with the boat neck, and I'm going to do some kind of short sleeve version. Because if you guys have watched me for any amount of time, you know I can't leave a pattern as is. I always have to change it. So there's the technicals. I always find technicals way more interesting because they actually show the style detail and style lines, so it's much easier to tell what's happening and what's going on. So hopefully you can see that well enough. I thought this was dated. I wanted to tell you the date. It may not be that vintage, honestly, now that I see the price. $7.30 Canadian, so I am not sure. It doesn't have a date on it, but it's not been cut out or anything, so it's practically brand new. And yeah, I don't know, I just think the style lines are interesting. And what's kind of different about it was that I started looking at it and wondering how are you supposed to get into it, because it didn't say on the outside very easily how to get into it, so I was kind of confused. I was thinking there's, you know, a zipper down the back or something, but it's got the elasticated waist, so that doesn't really make sense. So that section on the front, it kind of had a panel down the front. There's actually hidden buttons down there, and I think it opens this way. Like one side, I don't think it opens like this. It's kind of got hidden buttons underneath, so we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a little bit of a test, but I think with the fabric I've gotten, it's not super summery, I will admit. But I think I'll get more wear out of it this way, and this was the type of fabric I was looking for, so I just went for it. So these are my buttons. They're not anything special, so I don't really even need to show you those. They're most basic buttons I could find because they're going to be hidden anyways. So I was looking for a scuba, because like a softer scuba. I don't know, I just felt like that would suit this well. So I found this actually really nice floral at Fabricland, and it's got a navy background, but it's got this really nice light blue mint color, tans and greens, and this peachy color. I just think it's going to be really beautiful. And they also had a matching like plain navy in the same bin that I thought would be really nice to pair with it, just to tone it down a bit so I'm not head to toe floral, because sometimes that can be a bit much. I'm not sure yet. So I'm not totally sure how I'm going to mix these two together with the pieces, because like I said, I haven't cut it out or anything. I'm not really sure how the pattern pieces look. I mean, the pants are easy to figure out just based on common sense, but the panels and such, I'm not sure. So I'll bring this up closer. But I was drawn to it because of that green that's in there. It's kind of muted. And one of the pairs of ginger jeans I just showed you guys a couple weeks ago is that green color. And I have a little bit left over, so I thought maybe I could make like a nice little jacket that could go with it. And I will say the colors are a lot muted in the viewfinder of the camera than they are in real person from what I'm seeing. But it's got like a nice drape to it. It's not too thick, so I think it'll hang nice in those kind of blousey areas in the pattern. So anyways, that's my plan for the hashtag sew together for summer. That's my jumpsuit idea. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just going to be a little adventure here. We're gonna go on an adventure. And I might try to do some kind of sewing video with this. I'm not totally sure yet, but I haven't done an actual sewing video in a long time, and I'm like dying to do one. So one of these is gonna have some kind of tutorial maybe. We'll try. The next one is Simplicity 6926. Another vintage pattern. This one I believe has a date. 1975, ladies and gentlemen. I love this. I love this pattern so much. Now, if I've learned anything from the past little while, I will make a million dresses and wear them once. So I'm not going to make this into a dress. I'm going to make it into a top. But that's what it looks like there. Super, super cute. So it's got buttons down the back, and I'm just going to basically make it a peplum. Just cut the skirt short. And I think it'll be so cute. So I'm going to use some of my African cotton for this one. Just dying to cut this one into a shirt. So this is what I'm using. If you've seen my Rwandan fabric haul, you've seen that before. It's not too wild and crazy. And then at Fabricland I got these buttons, which I think are really cool. They're white and they've kind of, let me get closer. They've got almost like a pinwheel design to them, you can see. I don't know, I think they're cool. So I have 6 of those to go down the back, and yeah, I think it'll be really, really cute. And the last one I wanted to show you guys is another pair of ginger jeans. So I did make another pair after those green ones. I made a denim, like a dark denim pair. I don't think that I've shared them in a video, but if you go to my Instagram, I think they're kind of there somewhere. But they're my best pair yet. I improved them even more after that green pair, which I wasn't really sure was possible because I really loved those. So when I went and bought those buttons and the stuff for the jumpsuit, they had some denim on sale. So this one's really, really blue, and it also has a lot of stretch in it. So I'm thinking again, a skinny jean pair. I'll again do my little adjustments to fit me better, like I did for the last pair. And yeah, I've got my zipper from Fabricland, all ready to go. So these 3 projects are coming up very soon. If there's anything that you thought you might want to see from these patterns, I know you just seen a quick little thing of them, but let me know if there's any kind of sewing related things you might want to see with them, especially maybe with the type of fabric or how I do the buttons and hidden placket stuff or whatever. Just if there's anything that, you know, stands out at you, let me know. But those are the only things I really have planned right now. I have a bunch of other buckets up on the shelf with stuff in it, but there's not anything that I feel is really pressing. These are the things that I want to get done sooner rather than later. And yeah, so again, I'm not sure when I'm going to get these done, but they're probably going to happen in the month of June into maybe beginning of July. The Sew Together for Summer challenge, I think, ends the last week of June. I think it's the 21st, 20 something. Don't quote me on that. I'll leave it in the description box. So just if you want to get in on that, figure out your pattern and your fabric soon, because it's gonna hit us fast. It's a month away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not a regular monthly plans video, but it's just what I've got going right now, and I think it's gonna work for me well. I'm not putting too many things on my plate because things are crazy, things are busy, things are ramping up, and everything's fun though. It's really, really fun. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a fabulous rest of your week. Whatever you're doing, let me know down in the comments what you're up to, what you're sewing, and maybe if you're participating in this challenge or not. And I'll see you in the next one, crafters. Bye!